Introduction. Long ago, after bringing the people of Israel out of Egypt, God led them toward the promised land. Before they entered that land, Moses gathered the people together and gave them an important message from God. It was a message about obedience, blessings, and the consequences of turning away from God. The blessings of obedience, verses 1-14. Moses told the people, "If you listen carefully to the voice of the Lord your God and obey his commandments, God will lift you above all nations of the earth." He promised that blessings would follow them everywhere. They would be blessed in their cities and in their fields. Their families would grow, their crops would be plentiful, and their animals would increase. Their baskets would be full, and their homes would have abundance. Wherever they went, God's favor would be with them. When enemies came against them, God would protect them. Their enemies might come from one direction, but they would flee in many directions because God would fight for his people. God promised to bless their work, their land, and their future. They would become a holy nation, respected by other peoples. They would be the head and not the tail, rising above and not being defeated. But Moses gave a warning. They must remain faithful and not follow other gods. Then Moses explained the other side of the choice. He said, "If you do not listen to the voice of the Lord your God and do not obey his commandments, curses will come upon you. The blessings they could receive through obedience would be replaced by suffering. Their cities and fields would experience hardship. Their harvests would fail, their animals would decrease, and their daily lives would become difficult." God warned that sickness, fear, and troubles would come upon them. Their land would become dry like dust, and their enemies would overcome them. Instead of victory, they would experience defeat. Instead of prosperity, they would face loss and sorrow. Moses described a time when people would work hard but not enjoy the results of their labor. They would build houses but not live in them. They would plant vineyards but not enjoy the fruit. "Your ox shall be slain before your eyes, and you shall not eat of it. Your donkey shall be violently taken away from before your face, and shall not be restored to you. Your sheep shall be given to your enemies, and you shall have none to rescue them. Your sons and your daughters shall be given to another people, and your eyes shall look and fail for them all the day long, and there shall be no power in your hand. The fruit of your land and all your labors shall be eaten up by a nation which you do not know, and you shall only be oppressed and crushed always, and you shall be driven mad because of that, which you shall see with the sight of your eyes. The Lord shall strike you in the knees and in the legs with an evil ulcer that cannot be healed from the sole of your foot to the top of your head. The Lord shall bring you and your king which you shall set over you to a nation which neither you nor your fathers have known. And there you shall serve other gods, wood and stone, and you shall become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations where the Lord shall lead you. You shall carry much seed out into the field and shall gather little in, for the locust shall eat it. You shall plant vineyards and dress them, but shall neither drink the wine nor gather, for the worm shall eat them. You shall have olive trees throughout all your coasts, but you shall not anoint yourself with the oil, for your olive tree shall drop off its fruit. You shall beget sons and daughters, but you shall not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity. All your trees and the fruit of your land the locust shall possess. The stranger dwelling among you shall get up above you very high, and you shall come down very low. He shall loan to you, and you shall not loan to him. He shall be the head, and you shall be the tail. He shall loan to you, and you shall not loan to him. He shall be the head, and you shall be the tail. And all these curses shall come on you, and shall pursue you and overtake you, until you are destroyed because you did not obey the voice of the Lord your God to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded you. And they shall be on you for a sign and for a wonder, and on your seed forever. Because you did not serve the Lord your God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. Therefore you shall serve your enemies which the Lord shall send against you in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in the want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron on your neck until he has destroyed you. The Lord shall bring a nation against you from afar, from the end of the earth as the eagle flies, a nation whose language you shall not understand, a nation fierce of countenance who shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young. And he shall eat the fruit of your livestock and the fruit of your land until you are destroyed. He shall not leave you grain, wine, or oil, neither the increase of your livestock or flocks of your sheep until he has destroyed you. And he shall besiege you within all your gates until your high and fortified walls, in which you trusted, come down throughout all the land. And he shall besiege you within all your gates throughout all your land which the Lord your God has given you. And you shall eat the fruit of your own body, the flesh of your sons and of your daughters, which the Lord your God has given you, in the siege and in the anguish with which your enemies shall distress you. The man that is tender among you and very delicate, even his eye also shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the rest of his children which he has left, so that he will not give to any of them of the flesh of his children whom he shall eat, because he has nothing left to him in the siege and in the anguish, with which your enemies shall distress you in all your gates. The tender and delicate woman among you, who would not have ventured to set the sole of her foot on the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter, and toward her young one who comes out from between her feet, and toward her children whom she shall bear. For she shall eat them secretly for lack of all things in the siege and anguish, with which your enemies shall distress you within your gates. If you will not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, that you may fear this glorious and awesome name, the Lord your God, then the Lord will make your plagues extraordinary, and the plagues of your seed great and persistent plagues, with evil and long-lasting sicknesses. Also, he will bring on you all the diseases of Egypt, of which you were afraid. And they shall cling to you also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law. The Lord will bring them upon you until you are destroyed, and you shall be left few in number, whereas you were as the stars of the heavens for multitude, because you would not obey the voice of the Lord your God. And it shall come to pass, as the Lord rejoiced over you to do you good and to multiply you, so the Lord will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to nothing. And you shall be plucked from off the land where you go to possess it, and the Lord shall scatter you among all people from the one end of the earth even to the other. And you shall serve other gods there, wood and stone, which neither you nor your fathers have known. And among these nations you shall find no ease, neither shall the sole of your foot have rest. But the Lord shall give you there a trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind. And your life shall hang in doubt before you, and you shall fear day and night, and shall have no assurance of your life. In the morning you shall say, "Oh, that it were evening." And at evening you shall say, "Oh, that it were morning." For the fear of your heart with which you shall fear, and for the sight of your eyes which you shall see. And the Lord shall bring you into Egypt again with ships by the way, of which I said to you, you shall see it no more again. And there you shall be sold to your enemies for men slaves and women slaves, and no man shall buy you.